Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151, or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Candidates for the presidential elections. And out of the ideas we presented, we consulted with parties and especially with the candidates themselves. And this is what produced the code of conduct to guide the presidential elections as a moral obligation and framework to guide their language, their campaigns, their conduct before, during, and especially after the elections. Now, so your role is very, very clear, and we want to commend and appreciate it. During the process, we all know that we set up a group of moral guarantors. And here is also the place to acknowledge the role that the moral guarantors play. And with me here today are the moral guarantors who accompany this process. And I wish formally to thank them and once again to present them to you, civil society, because I know the process is still ongoing and we will need to work with them. And they are, to my left, the Honorable Mrs. Rena, who you all know, very prominent educationist in Gambia, who served this country for over a long period of time, in the field of education, but was also Speaker of the National Assembly, a former Speaker, as such. Then Mr. Yabo, when we talk of Mr. Yabo, I call him the dean, doyen of civil society. So it is not for me to present him to you, members or representative of civil society and the media in the Gambia. He's one of you, and we are very, very pleased to have him as one of the moral guarantors of the Code of Conduct. We also have two eminent, very prominent religious leaders, Imam Dabo, who is president of the Supreme Islamic Council of the Gambia. And so he brought that moral force to the group as being the high representative of the Muslim community. And on the other hand, an equally eminent Bishop James Yao Odiko, who is the Anglican Bishop and President of Christian Council of the Gambia. So this eminent group was very blessed to have such religious, ethical and moral authority behind it to engage with the presidential candidates. And I think it was a well-selected group, and their role has been very evident. They have made a major contribution, and they need to take pride that they have been part of this process of ensuring peaceful, satisfactory, and successful presidential elections on December 4th. There is a fifth member. He was with us earlier this morning, in Dr. Tommy. Dr. Tommy has had to leave for the National Assembly, which is having its closing session today. He has some obligations there to fulfill, so he has left us. He came with a very strong backing of being the president of the NEC, a NEC which itself was the national observers is going to come more and more important, not only in the Gambia, but as I always say, across our sub-region. We have to build a national capacity to observe our elections, so that someday elections will become more or less non-events. They will just come and go without all the international attention that they attract. And that will depend on each country being able to mobilize sufficient members of civil society to volunteer and play this role of observers during these elections. Because come to think of it, no matter how many international observers that come, ultimately the national observers outnumber. So I think that is the future. And I don't see this to underestimate the importance of the international observers. Speaking of which, the Gambia maybe set a record, because in these last elections, we had 5 former presidents coming in to observe these elections. I have not seen this number of former presidents, high-level observers, mobilized for a particular election. And so maybe, and in fact, when we met with the political parties, somebody posed that question. Why was this attention to the Gambia? Why was it so important to bring all these observers? And why was the Gambia of such interest? I think the context of the Gambia explains it. That after 2016, which were elections still conducted under an authoritarian regime, albeit that they were peaceful and credible elections in the end. But we all remember the incidents that also occurred at that time in April and May, where some lives were lost, and the tension at that time. So these being the first elections under a democratic dispensation, there was interest to see that there will be a change and that these elections will truly be conducted in a manner that candidates, parties, supporters will not feel intimidated, will not be harassed. That candidates can crisscross and roam the entire country to campaign and to present their messages. And that the process itself will be an open, credible, and transparent one to signal that indeed the Gambia has turned a page. So that was one reason. Obviously, the other reason, if you put it in a sub-regional context, is the unfortunate situation that we find today in Mali and in Guinea, where coup d'etats have occurred. And some argue strongly that we need to do more to prevent coup d'etats. Coup d'etats are condemnable, they are not accepted. In fact, the region and Africa has a zero tolerance policy for coup d'etats. We condemn them when they happen. But we should also pay attention to preventing. And the way you prevent is to ensure that elections are credible, they are transparent, they are done in a manner such that at the end of the day, every objective observer can say, oh no, all the factors were there to ensure peaceful and credible process. And the procedures were such that everybody participate and have the right, the opportunity to exercise their free will in secrecy. So these factors combine to explain the interest that was there in the Gambia and which will continue through to the next phase, which will be the National Assembly elections. So it's an ongoing process. As to the first phase, we need to commend all of you again, civil society actors, political parties, the candidates, the supporters, the people of the Gambia for giving a good example to the rest of the sub-region and to Africa regarding the conduct of peaceful elections. We always said that at the end of the day, we want the Gambia to be the winner. And also, we want the Gambia to remain the smiling coast of Africa and indeed of the world, which is what has been realized. Yesterday, we all witnessed a beautiful inaugural ceremony. The president-elect has been sworn in and is now exercising his functions as president of the Gambia, and the rest of the process should move on. And we will still want to count on you, civil society, to play your role. IDEA will remain a friend, a partner of civil society. And of course, other important players, actors, then the IEC, IPAD, Interparty Committee, IPC, to work all in the spirit of ensuring that going through the next phase, the same spirit of fair play will prevail, so that all those who would wish to come out and be candidates at National Assembly elections will have the opportunity to do so. And conditions will be there to ensure a level playing field for all candidates. And our moral guarantors have undertaken to be available and to play a role along with IPC, civil society, and others, to ensure that we continue the effort to remind all, particularly about language. Language is very, very important here, and this is where the role of the media comes in. To remind all to avoid hate speech, speech that is likely to incite to violence, speech that tends to elicit tribal, ethnic, religious sentiment and emotion. Let us see candidates focus on what they intend, what are their plans, what they intend to do for their constituencies, the people of their constituencies, to impact life in their constituencies. So let us see campaign of ideas, campaign based on what candidates have to offer, but not campaign based on abusive language, invective, and other utterances that will divide this country. We want to see united Gambia, one people, one family, as we always say, one big Gambian family, not a Gambia in which people will use language that will divide the nation. So with these remarks, let me once again commend you and say that we look forward to your continuing involvement as civil society in ensuring that Gambia continues to shine and be an example for others to follow. Thank you very much.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan, Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin ngeen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal ba laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw fii ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentey tamit si ay dàll man waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox Skincare Plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek perfumes, fragrances, men's shirts, accessories. We do dresses as well. We do blouses. We do shoes. Name it, we do them. Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection. Zero task. Fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi defee task. Kenn waratu fi am problème kanam. Kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca. Boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii.
Love, love, love like fire. Bring my yobo gumba fire. Love, 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 love like fire.
Agada
ke mbijan ro aga nyaade
albaka
mbaka important
yo nga transfer la sto
ya transfer la
ha code nyinji
okay important nsila id soto
sa soto sorry agada
mbijan ro
albaka
mbaka
bara alla service o tariya
mbare
mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya
jannom yona forest de bureau gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere birin koyna fo katon
bari si kodo kino katon nim fo bolon labe
56 branches mola soto gambia jam
ha
gambia kono ani gambia e bantala bankol nko kodo kiya bere kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw jannom number 1 ti nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol dil fana beteat gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moyo diat
apelen da
baraka ni na lafta nyelan kendol e binaji
yalo bu kanila ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovarex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests, body composition, hemoglobin, A1C, and many more services with the highest efficiency in delivering results. The addition to our flagship Wellness on Wheels, more fondly known as WOW Delivery Service, brings the entire clinical experience full circle. IGH has remained committed to creating the future of healthcare delivery. Gone are the days of sending loved ones outside the country for basic medical services. Innovarex Global Health offers a new peace of mind and takes pride in delivering the quality of care we all deserve.